he's elbowing around and f***ing stuff up.
Let's talk season 3. We know the identity is obviously the theme of for the new season, but we see Lucifer with wings. So what does this ultimately mean for the season 3? Are we going to see more supernatural?
I think the challenge of the show is always walking that fine line, and we like to be very much grounded, but with these flourishes, a sword that can light on fire, wings on a back, but we're always going to keep our feet firmly on the ground, and then just every now and then surprise you with wings on the back and things like that. So we're going to stay pretty close to where we are, but really the fun of it is Lucifer reacting to this. Lucifer looking back and going, I don't know why these wings are here. Pretty sure it's Dad. And you know what? Screw you, Dad. You want me to be one thing? I'm going to show you just how wrong you are about who I am.
It's as much as it's supernatural, it's what it means as well. What does that mean to Lucifer? What does it mean about his world? What does it mean that he thought he had control over and maybe he hasn't got control over? And I think the power struggle between him and his dad, comes into real play this season. It's the big sort of theme of season 3 is about identity, and not just Lucifer's identity, but every other character in the show. Everyone's kind of fighting to really find out who they are and what makes them tick.
Talk about the addition of Tom Welling.
Well, like with season 2, when we brought in Mom, she sort of blew up the mythological side of our world. Now we're bringing a character who blows up the police side of the world, and he's the spoiler. He's the guy who comes in and takes our happy family, all of whom are getting along pretty well for the most part, and starts to throw elbows, intentionally or not, and just change dynamics. And he's elbowing around and f***ing stuff up.
Now, there's some relationships that kind of got rocked, like at the end of season 2. I especially am interested in Lucy's and Maze's, which got real. Everything got real.
Got a bit physical, didn't it?
Yeah, and especially in Linda's office. So talk about what the aftermath of that is going forward.
Well, I think last season was a lot about Maze's emancipation from her role, of demon and protector and all of those sort of things. And much as Lucifer wants to be defined, now he's on Earth and not going anywhere else by his own standing. Maze wants the same, and she's only ever been defined by him before. So there's a sort of a mutual respect that starts to grow between the two. But Maze has really found a purpose in life now because she's realised that she's rather good at bounty hunting.
So let's talk about Charlotte. She's going to have to deal with the aftermath of what Mom did. So is there going to be kind of a moment where she comes face to face with Dr. Linda and then kind of have to sort out what did happen and what she has memory of?
There's a lot to sort out. But Charlotte won't know any of it, right? Because Charlotte was not there physically in her body when all this was going down. So I'm sure she will meet Dr. Linda. And that will actually be very interesting because Linda is the only human that knows that this is a celestial family and that Mom was in her body. So Dr. Linda will know that Charlotte isn't the one that hurt her. And also Dr. Linda also knows that Charlotte was coming to a point of really she almost had to do that because she was going to blow up, so she was getting to a point where she was pushed to a point where she really had no choice. But Dr. Linda, being a doctor, should be able to differentiate that isn't Mom anymore, and that's not who did that to her. So, but she's also human and may have a difficult time talking to this woman. Yeah.